Why do you like to be alive? Someone's got to feed my Tamagotchi. I have a friend that's going through some tough times, so I like to check up on him every day and encourage him. There's some poop I still need to do. The list keeps growing, so it's kind of an ongoing thing. Every time I accomplish something or finish an assignment, I just feel so freaking proud of myself. I feel so lucky to be alive and in the place in the world I have. Occasional serotonin. It hits me every once in a while. Also garlic bread. There's a lot of places I still want to go. Books I want to read. Movies I want to see. Even if I don't get to experience it all before I die, I like the anticipation of it all. Being dead kinda boring NGL. I never knew my father. And my wife is pregnant with our first child. I like being alive because I'm about to get the chance to be the dad I needed when I was growing up. I haven't tried all the restaurants in my area, and it actually has been a good motivator to cherish the whole life thing. Donuts and dogs. It's not necessarily that I like to be alive now, but the nature of life as a constant ebb and flow of thrills and disappointments implies a coming wave of joy sooner or later. Watching sunrises with a hot cup of tea. Singing my favorite songs in a place with good acoustics. Using really soft yarn to knit something nice for someone. Calling a friend and hearing the joy in their voice when they realize it's me. Snow days. Making s'mores at a bonfire. It's all the little things. I hope you can find all the little things you love in life. There's so many. Please be safe. Friend. Edit. Thank you all so much for the awards. Including my first silver. Cause there are pies to be eaten. Pretty sure no one will find this comment, but hey. Today was a good day for me. I just got my first electric piano and I'm eager to learn this instrument. Now that is a reason to be alive. Music. I wanna master this thing before I go. Edit. Thank you kind strangers for all the awards and all the reply comments wishing me luck. Really made me feel great. I've been wanting to play the piano for about 3 years now, but only a few days ago I managed to convince my parents to get me one. I've been pretty depressive for the past few years for reasons, but I hope this thing can get me back on track. To all of you who are in the same boat with me, I wish you all well. We're all gonna make it. Spite. To enjoy and experience things that make me truly happy while I still can. There's always opportunity to enjoy life. Even if it doesn't seem like it. And I'm glad I learned that rather than giving up. I fought for it and got it back. Stood on a bridge in December, but family and therapy got me back on track. There are still a lot of lost emotions and confusion within me, but my therapist and me are working on it. I keep hoping something worth living for will happen to me. My dogs. I can't imagine leaving them behind. It seems better than being dead. BC, I'm fastest sperm. My firstborn was born 10 hours ago. Honestly? A good story. I used to devour libraries as a kid. I usually have something going on in the background while I work. And I listen to fiction podcasts voraciously. There's always a new story. But that moment when you find a good one and it connects with you. Chef's kiss. Food and Shrek. There's an old man I sometimes visit who can talk your ear off for hours on end. You'll sit down with him. And he'll start to unload his stories. One after the other. Of his old friends. His years in the radio industry. And his misadventures chasing women. Once. Halfway through his usual ramble. He stopped. Turned to me. And said, "You know what? Life is fun. And it stinks to know that I'm getting close to the end. Because the whole thing's just been so damned fun. That's always stuck with me. It's my belief that the person who's had the most successful life is the one who, when it's all said and done, has the best stories to tell his grandkids. I've gotten the opportunity to live and enjoy doing what I do. I've found interesting friends and hobbies and I'm generally happy with where I am. Edit, spelling. I like having connection with other humans. It is the only thing that feels worth it to me. But it's also the thing I don't like about being alive. Seeing the joy on my kids' faces when I come home from work. Their excitement warms my heart. Life. Man. The dude voice. I love my friends. I legit do not know what I'll be without them or them without me. You guys are loved, y'all. Humanity. Those rare moments of humanity makes me love being alive and being human. I've got a lot to do and I'm starting to build the future I always wanted. Edit. Thanks for the award. That means a lot to me. Been working some long hours and making a lot of sacrifices to set myself up. It's still early days. But I'm not letting anything stop me. I don't want parents to be sad. Edit. Yona, my first reward. WTF. Really the only reason is my family and friends. The only reason I want Wooden to die is because I know it would hurt them. I hold a terrible secret. There's a skeleton inside of me. So if I die it will be released. It is a burden I must bear. To protect the world from skeletons. Even though I need to remind myself sometimes. I like to be alive because my husband and family give me joy and purpose. Ultimately, I need to not be so hard on myself sometimes. And I think most people could relate to that. I need to take more joys in my successes rather than think, cool, finally didn't frick something up. Which is what I tend to do. There are many things that make me like being alive. Like my best friends. My husband. His daughter. My dog. A future. I just have to wade through all the bull poop to enjoy them. Edit. We've been together for almost 5 years now. And his daughter is my stepdaughter. It was at her request and I won't call her my daughter until she asks me to. Wearing a hat. Edit. I replied to myself before the upvotes. Now I'm editing this original post because I've farmed enough karma. Credit Norm Macdonald for this little tidbit of humor. When explaining why life was great. He said, loose quote dart. You can wear a hat. Go to Denny's. Please look up Norm's takes on death and dying. Seth MacFarlane asked him to voice death for a reason. No doubt. Pho is pretty delicious, thanks for that award train. Chief. I survived cancer. I was given weeks to live. And miraculously got remission. Life post-cancer is a terrible struggle. Mentally and physically. But I wouldn't trade it for the alternative. I now get to watch my adorable niece grow up. I get to look at the world with a completely different perspective. I get to enjoy being with my wife and traveling the world as much as possible. Death would solve a lot of the pain I currently live with. But the eternal sadness it would cause my family would haunt me. Because I'm this quiet, introverted character in someone's story and I want to see how it plays out. My 2 adorable kids and my awesome wife. I don't. A lot of the time. Edit. I'm medicated and go to therapy already. Thanks for the concern. I have 2 kids. Every day they annoy the crap out of me and each other. But they also bring me great joy. They are smart, funny and find joy in the world in ways that I never knew possible. Friends and family. Food. Music and weed. My husband and our dogs. All throughout high school I told myself that I wouldn't live beyond 21 years old and truly believed it. Depression kicked my ass back then. My now husband and I met when I was 19 and I swear he saved me. 4 years later and I've never been so happy in my entire life. The woods are lovely. Dark and deep. But I have promises to keep. And miles to go before I sleep. Robert Frost. Primary reason is I don't want to make my family sad again. I've also learned how to handle my depression and anxiety better. I have wonderful people in my life that I can count on when I need them, and I have some exciting things planned for the future. So it would be a shame to end it all now. Feelings. I love to feel. I have no idea if that will be something I can experience once I'm gone. And it's rather very fascinating. Experiencing in general is probably the better term. I can try so much and there still is something I don't know anything about. A new kind of cooking. A new sport. Climbing another mountain. Seeing new things. Having the next fall come in and see the leaves in a new pattern of red, orange and yellow. And this is just without leaving my usual environment. The sheer difference it would make if I just now took a plane to somewhere in Asia and start a new life there is mind-boggling. But beautiful. I love that about life. It never gets old. I like learning things and creating things. Because I like breathing. 'Cause I believe one day it will get better and I'll be happy even though I'm not now. It makes me and the people I care about happy. Pretty sure no one will see this, but I've actually been thinking about suicide the last couple months. I don't do it because I hope something or someone worth living will appear in my life. Edit. Thanks guys, this really helps. I've been bullied and currently I'm depressed most of the time. Things have gone a little better this last month, so I hope that it'll gradually get better. You guys are liking being alive? I didn't get much say in the matter, but I guess I'll enjoy the ride. I started enjoying it. I have good friends and I am having a lot of fun with them, so it's not so bad anymore. My fluffy pupper. I've put a lot of effort into doing work for my degree and I'd like to have it finally. And maybe a job. Who knows, it may make my life better. If not, I'm ready to go. It beats being a decomposing mass in a shallow grave. I really don't. I work a dead-end job. Live with chronic pain. But every 2 months me and my brother we create bags on basic needs. Clothes, gift cards to shops, hygiene stuff, and go into our local city and give them to people. We have created real friendship with some of the people we gave it to. I have seen people manage to get back on their feet and get sorted. That's what keeps me going, knowing even a small thing can help and maybe help that person clean up for an interview or keep 5 of them going for a few extra days. My wife is pretty cool. Also the fur babies.
Hi there. Look, if you enjoyed the video, well, why not go ahead and hit that like and subscribe to Reddit Stories. In fact, if you want to see even more responses to this thread, well then, take a look. There's the link in the description below. And remember, show some love to those authors while you're there. And I look forward to seeing you next time.